Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So as you can see in the title, today is going to be an art supplies haul. Actually, some days ago was my birthday, so I decided to treat myself a little bit more than usual. And on top of that, my lovely family has gifted me coupons for art supplies, so it was actually very good timing because I was in need of some refills because I was running out of some art supplies. And on top of that, I want to go more larger with my paintings, so I want to work with acrylics. And although I do already own some basic primary colors, I kind of want to work with bridging colors to facilitate my process a little bit better. So that's why, yeah, we have this art haul today. I'm very excited about it because some stuff I've already got some days ago. So I hope you enjoyed the video and I see you at the end as a voiceover. Okay, so I sorted everything and I also went a little bit outside earlier because it's raining really strongly here, and I always take it as a little opportunity to collect some rainwater because my houseplants love to be watered with rainwater. Anyways, so I have sorted this per type. So as you can see here, I have some tempera sticks, colored pencils, so dry, medium, and then acrylics, some gouache, some medium, and some sketchbooks. And as I said earlier, quite some of these are rebuys and some are because I want to start with acrylics and I'm practically just looking for colors. Anyways, we will talk about that later when I come to the acrylics. Let's first start with the sketchbook. Often when I watch an art haul, it's like the least exciting. So let's get it out of the way so that we can move on to the paint. And anyways, the papers, so the sketchbook and the pad, are just refill, so they are not new to me. These are like, I don't know anymore, I don't even count. Probably like almost my 10th refill or so. I think many of you already know this is my favorite beloved watercolor sketchbook. It is by my Paper World, and yeah, 300 GSM with 100% cotton with 24 sheets. And yeah, this is the one that I'm using at the moment. Well, I don't think I'm through it yet. I think I have some left, but they were on discount, so I was like, I gotta grab some already because I know I'll run out of this sooner than I think I do. I think I still have like, oh, okay. So I actually only have like one sheet left. I thought I had more. I thought I had like something like this, you know? Or maybe like this left over. This is good timing then. But these I already bought some time ago. So all of this did not came in one time. Some came early, a bit earlier, some a little later. And today these main ones just arrived. So that's why I decided to do everything at the same time. I was very excited about this art haul. Okay, next one we have these. Let me see if the camera see the length because it's quite long. Okay, so the camera can see good. So this is a watercolor block. It's not cotton, it's cellulose. And when I bought this for the first time, this is also a refill. When I bought this for the first time, I thought it was cotton. And I didn't know it was this massive. I thought it was like this big. And when I bought it, I was pleasantly surprised how huge it was, because I intended to buy it to cut it in mini pieces like this for watercolor swatches. But when I started to paint in it, I fell in love with it. So I'll show you some swatches that I did. So here I have some swatches, and I just love how granulation shows up on it. Look, oh look at that, it's so pretty. Often the colors shift when they dry, they become very dull. And that's something I usually didn't like about cellulose, and that's why I was disappointed that this was cellulose. But when I started using it, I find these colors to be very nice and vibrant, and I'd say the same as in my 100% cotton sketchbook. So I love it. Okay, enough blah blahing, because I know you guys are really excited for the rest. So let's move on to that. Well, if I have this here anyways, then I'm going to start with the tempera sticks. So this I have been eyeing already for like 10 months or so on Amazon. It's only available on Amazon here where I live. I didn't really wanted to buy it. Like, it's not on my toppest list because I owned some Tempera sticks before and I was very disappointed about them. They were very transparent. I didn't see a use for them, but I keep on seeing these on YouTube and they seem to be very opaque. But they're just in my wish list, you know, just like, it's not a must. They're never on discount also. And then came Amazon Day and they were on discount. So I was like, this is maybe the time where I should get myself these Tempera sticks. These are the pastel colors. So I did not get the regular color because I think I will not use them. So I will still be testing all of these in a different video because I think if I do the testing today, it will be a very, very long video and I don't only want to swatch them, I also want to test and paint with them. And because I have so many medium here today, we won't fit in one video, so in this video, stay tuned. I'll make a video on each medium, so I'll also make a separate video on this one only. But let's first look at how they are. I'm really curious about this white, how it is performing. I put a lot of pressure on I don't know how to explain. I put a lot of pressure on white paint, like often in a, you know, this is meant for children, so my instinct is like, this is gonna be transparent. But we will see. I can't say until I tried, because I think they were quite opaque in the test I have seen. And they have no smell. That is good. So let's see, how far does it go? Like, how much paint do I have? Yeah, that was it. Oh, it almost falls over. So this is the amount of paint you get for one stick. So practically almost the size of the stick. Yeah, no smell. So that's good. We'll be doing some smell test today because I bought something where I am very skeptical about if it's going to smell or not. It's not these. Okay, so let's move on like from this side and then we go that way. So let's start with the dry medium. So this is PanPastel Sky Blue. Hope you see it, because I don't want to go and check the camera. I'm filming on my phone, by the way. So this is the PanPastel Albrecht Dürer. I'm always looking for a kind of a purple, but on the cold side with a bit of white. Here I have a purple from Caran d'Ache, but it's quite warm. And I want the exact same purple, but on the cold side and not muted. Like I have here another one from Derwent Color Soft. Something like this, but this is kind of a muted color. So that's why I purchased this. On the online charts or swatches, it did look more purple, but now that I get it, it seems a bit blue to me. I am a little doubtful about this color because I think I might have a color that's already like this. So I know I already said earlier that we are going to swatch them extra in a different video, but I don't have that much colored pencils here, so I think I will be testing them here right away. Ooh, I like how they feel though. I really like them. I really love them. I really like the feel. This is what I am looking for in a colored pencil. Creamy, feels a circle quickly. The color is disappointing though, because I think it's the same or it's very close to the PanPastel Sky Blue. So this is the PanPastel Albrecht Dürer and this is the Polychromos. Good to know that color intensity is so different. This feels very creamy. I don't know how to explain, but I really like the feel of those colored pencils, so I might as well get more of them. That's not good for my wallet. Anyways, in my opinion it's the same color, just in different intensity, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. Anyways, then I have the PanPastel Albrecht Dürer India Red, I am sorry. And this color, I love how it looks like, yeah, Indian red. I don't know if I have a color that's close to this actually. Let me see. I think this is close to the terracotta from Derwent's drawing, I think. It is almost as soft and as creamy as the Derwent drawing, so that's nice. Let me see if it's shiny, because usually like I can see a little shiny into this. No, it's not. Okay, the next ones are the Derwent Chroma Flow. So I love the Derwent Chroma Flow and I am using them a lot. And every time I am painting, I'm always looking for a super dark color. And sometimes it feels like my colored pencils aren't dark enough. So that sometimes I'm even looking for like a black. So that's why I got myself a black. This is dusky purple. And the reason why I got this dusky purple is just because for me black is a very flat color, you know. And of course sometimes I am looking for a really dark color, but sometimes it's nice to have a very dark color that has some hint of color in it. I have indigo, I have some very dark gray, some very dark blue and greens, but sometimes they're not dark enough. Also depending on the color of the art that you have. So that's why I was like, I don't have a super dark purple like this, so why just not add it to my stash? I had more wishes, so color wishes, than these colors when I was doing my purchase, but unfortunately the store where I bought it from did not have those colors. They were available at a different store, but the main reason why I did the purchase was actually I needed acrylics. Like I needed these. And these are just like additions to my purchase. And I did not want it to go to a different store and pay a bunch of shipping just for 3 colored pencils. Or maybe if I ever have to do a large purchase by an art store, then I will be buying the other colors, but otherwise no. Oh, and by the way, this is lemon. I don't have any lemon color in my colored pencil stash, like this cold of a lemon, and often I find myself to look for a cold yellow when I'm painting flowers. Okay, and then I have this one, which is scarlet, and I don't have that much red in my colored pencil collection, and especially warm reds, so I have 2 reds. One is quite muted and the other one is a little bit on the cold side. So these are the 2 reds I have, which are the PanPastel Polychromo in color Deep Scarlet and the Derwent Light Fast in color Strawberry. You see, so this is the Chroma Flow, this is the Light Fast, and this is the Polychromos. Then here I have some PanPastel, a test set. And the reason why I got this is because it was very cheap. So usually like, oh, this is how it opens. Oh, I was trying to open it from here. I really like to have like a little leaflet where they have all the colors, and I'm hoping that those colors printed on here also display them in, yeah, as close as how they look like in real life. At least that's what I think, what most art brands are doing, so that's why I really like to have a leaflet like this. And I do already have some PanPastels, so a test set. It's not like I need to test anything, but they were heavily discounted, so that's why I got this. This was €5. And if you have some PanPastels, you do know that one of these little pans is already €10. So I bought one of my pans for €10. Only what I don't know is how deep this is. No, it's the same. It's the same depth. And on top of that, I got myself, you know, I don't know how these are called, those little tools with a sponge to apply them, and some larger ones. Now, you know what? Let's just swatch this because these are the only PanPastels I have here. So this way you can also see them a little bit. So I'll be using mine. I'm not going to use the new one. Ooh, I picked up way too much. Oh, that's a pretty yellow. I painted too much over here. I'm not sure how you use this. Looks like a beauty blender, but it's way more firm than a beauty blender. I guess I have to watch a video on how people use them. But I'm very happy about this purchase. So let's move on to this side, which are all acrylics. This is the Daleroni acrylic ink in color olive green. Okay, so I already have like the base colors of this acrylic ink. So I have like a warm and a cold of all the primaries and an indigo that I use as a black. And every time I am painting with them, I'm always looking for something olive greenish. The one from Holbein, the olive green from Holbein, is what I wanted actually, but that's like 12 euro for the bottle, so that's very expensive, and these were on discount, so that's why I got this. I am not sure though if this color is what I am looking for, but I think it's quite close, and if it's not warm enough for me compared to the one from Holbein, I can just add some warm yellow into it or something like orange. Now, this one did not come in the box that I had here. This was from Amazon. It was quite on discount, so I think everything here is practically discounted. This was half of the regular price. And I was like, why not? And I actually really like heavy body acrylics, so that's why I decided to get a heavy body white, so I could mix my regular soft body acrylics with this to make them more heavy body. And I've already I received this already some days ago, and I already opened it. I didn't really use it yet though, but why is the inside looking empty? Hey, do you see that? The inside here is kind of empty. Did I get scammed, or is it just... I think it's just the jar that's tilting a bit to the side. And it smells like glue, but it's not strong. So it only smells like glue if I go and really sniff in there. And next one, I have this one. This was also discounted on Amazon. Burnt Umber. Ooh, that's a beautiful brown. These were the main reason why I did this purchase. So I really do not like shiny acrylics. I don't like acrylics already in general, but I really want to paint large. And painting large with gouache is just, you know, it's not water resistant, you know, it's just not very practical, like to go super huge on a canvas. I could go super huge on paper, but still that would cost me a lot of money. So I decided to go with acrylics, and I really love to paint with house paint, but they're not very durable. So I got myself the Matte Pub, which are matte acrylics, and I think these are also vinyl based, if I'm not mistaken. And I've seen these on Sandy Hester's video, and they looked beautiful, amazing. One downside was that she said that they smelled very strong. So that's why I only got two, because if it wasn't for that, I would already have gotten quite some of them. And they're also quite expensive, like this 118 milliliter it is it? 140. This 140 milliliter pot is 12 euros. So it's quite expensive, you know, if you compare it to the Lucas Krill Studio, for example, because this was like 6 euros. And for the smell, you know, if the smell is really a deal breaker, because I have kind of a chronic sinusitis, so if the smell is a deal breaker, I didn't want to buy too much of them. So I bought a white. Oh geez, that's really hard to open. There we go. So what did I just say? Oh yeah, so if the smell is really a deal breaker, I at least can mix it with like a regular acrylic, and I still get to have a little bit of the properties of this paint because it looks beautiful, velvety and super matte. Here we go. I'm afraid to I will spill all of this. How am I supposed to open this thing? How should I maybe read something how to open this? Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot, it's a fluid paint. So that's also really nice because fluid paint, at least I never tried fluid acrylics. What I see online, because I've been watching quite some YouTube videos, is that they seem to have almost the same consistency as gouache. They don't have the same consistency, but they're quite close. So I'm really hoping that, you know, this is really close to gouache. Ah! You could just twist it. I'm so stupid. Oh my goodness. Just like this, it's quite fine. But if I go in there and smell it, like really sniff it in there, it's oof, it's strong in your nose. But otherwise, I'm really happy. I'm really happy. Let's see the white one, because I actually have a PBO gouache, the T7. Let me see if I have it here. Okay, I can't find it. I have the PBO gouache T7 in titanium white. It smells like some very strong essential oil, kind of. I don't think it's essential oil what they put in it though, but it smells strong. And on some days it's super strong and some days it's not. So I think it's also very dependent on my nose. So that's why I was also very skeptical when Sandy Hester said that they smell super strong, because I know the PBO T7 do smell quite strong. It's okay, you know, like at the distance where I am right now from the paint, the smell is doable, you know. But if I really stand right here compared to the paint, then it is actually quite strong in the nose. So to me it's not a deal breaker though. I think if you're really sensitive, I think you would smell it. And I think on my sensitive days I might also smell it, so I just might not work with it, but it's not a deal breaker for me, at least. And I'm happy about that, because I might get more of these, because this is literally the reason why I did all of this purchase. And the reason why I bought other stuff compared to this is because I thought this would be a deal breaker, so I might as well just get all the stuff that were on discount. Now turns out I'll probably have to pay twice because I bought these and I still want to get these. But we will see, because maybe I try them, I paint with them and I'm like, no, I don't like it. So okay, so what we have here are Lucas acrylics. Oh, I have more Lucas here, I see. Do we go through brands or do we go through colors? Let's go through brands, okay? So first, this is the Lucas Krill Studio Chrome Green Light. This is just a refill. And what I love about this paint is that it is single pigment, which is PG17, that's chromium green. But unlike regular chromium green, it's light. Like, this is the only chromium green I've ever seen since I ever painted that looks like this. Regular chromium green actually kind of looks like this, almost. I already stained my table. So the next one is the Lucas Krill Liquid. So this is more of a liquid acrylic. So this one is just a regular, yeah, just soft body acrylic. And this is liquid. And this is also like their highest end kind of acrylic, but on the liquid side. So they have, I think, Lucas Krill Pastels, and those are the highest end on the heavy body side. I have high hopes for this, and the reason why I bought this is because, yeah, if these would have been a deal breaker, then this would be maybe my backup, because I was thinking about going for liquid, because maybe it has more the consistency of gouache, which what I was hoping for in the PBO matte pub. And I only bought one because I wanted to try it first, because I don't know if I like it or not. And they don't have it in smaller sizes, so this is the only size they have, I think, maybe even bigger. And yeah, so I had to buy this much. And I bought it in green because I was like, if I anyway buy this much, I might as well buy it in a color that I use a lot and that I go through really, really fast. The next one is beige, and this is just a color that I just want to try as a substitute for white. It's the Pebeo Studio Acrylics. High viscosity, so I think that means heavy body. And this is a little bit on the yellow side, but it was discounted. It was really cheap. I think this tube of 100 ml was €2. So I was like, why not try it for €2 and see how they both perform to make my paint a little more pastel looking, because I use a lot of white. And moving on to the Lucas, I really like Lucas. I tried Lucas actually when I got myself the chromium green light paint. Is when I fell in love with Lucas paints. They're really nice. Permanent Violet, which is PV23, and this is also a refill. And finally an ultramarine blue, because I actually do not have an ultramarine blue in acrylics. I have it in flash paints, but not in acrylics, and I want to use my flash paints for some specific stuff. So I was like, why not just get an ultramarine blue? PP29. The other brand that I really love in acrylics are the Sennelier. I used to speak French and I can't even pronounce this correctly. The Sennelier Abstract Acrylics. So this is light olive green. This is not really a must color. When I was watching their, color charts, my eye was always going towards this color. So, and when I had a little bit of budget over, I was like, okay, I'll get myself the light olive green. But it's not really a color that I would say I have to have in my stash, because I can easily mix this color. Talking about must-have stash, I got myself some reds. So light English red, and this I think is single pigment, yes, PR101. And I just really like this because it's more on the red side, and if I mix this with orange, I can get a really nice terracotta. And then if I add the whites and some reds into that, I can get some very different kinds of pastel reds. So that's why I bought this one. This one, it just kind of made me very curious. It's Caput Morto. And I am, I don't know if I can call myself a watercolorist, but I am mainly working in watercolors. And I know Caput Mortem from watercolors, and I rarely see it like in gouache, for example. Caput Mortem, and it is also PR101, so also single pigment. And I was just very curious how it looks like in acrylics. And I will see what I can make with this color, because online it looked very purple. So I was like adding this and removing this from my card, adding, removing. In the end I just took it. And when I look at it now, it's not that purple, it's kind of brown. So I will see what mixes I can make with this one. And then I have a paint spray here. Yeah, just a really nice color to dull down the colors. I was doubting about getting a bigger tube. Yeah, I think it's a color I will be using really a lot. But because it's something that I will be adding in very small amounts into my mixes, I thought maybe I can get off with 60 milliliters. Next we have Mars Black, just a regular black. I don't have black acrylics where I know what are inside. I practically have the Artesio acrylics, that's the acrylic paints I started with. And they don't have pigment information on them, so I don't know what they are. And that's why I got myself black by Sennelier. This is Mars Black with PBK 11. And yeah, I don't think I need that much black. This I think is a paint that's also going to last me forever. And then here I have cadmium yellow deep. I have one, I think, but that's the flash paint. And I don't really want to use my flash paint for like a whole painting because they're very, very expensive. I want to use them for something else. So yeah, for 60 milliliter, good thing to try. Okay, and last but not least, we have the dark Naples yellow. They just look like regular yellow, while it is quite opaque. And to me, I think you can even see the color here way better. This really looks like the kind of yellow that I would consider as my primary yellow. So this is not a primary yellow. This is, as you can see, there's a bunch of pigment in it. But to me, this is actually my primary yellow in in the kind of colors I'm working with. Last two acrylics are the Galleria by Winsor Newton, a massive 500 milliliter permanent alizarin crimson. This was sold at the quarter of the price of like the regular price of this massive tube. So I didn't think about it, I just added it to my cart. This was also sold at the quarter of the regular price. So I didn't really think, I was like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, PG50, so that is the cobalt pigment. And this, I really like vibrant pastel colors. So this for me is more of a primary color compared to an ultramarine blue, for example. It's not a big deal, but I still don't like to work with cobalt because I'm very sensitive, and sometimes I don't think it comes from my paint, but you know, I blame it on the paint. Anyways, that was it for the acrylics. Let's move on to the gouache. So these, if you watch my light fastness test video, then you know that I say that if these ever come available, I will be buying them. They became available at the place where I also buy my watercolor sketchbook, so I bought them. These are the, what were they called? Radiant, the Radiant line gouache. So here we have Radiant Violet, Radiant Lemon, Radiant Yellow, yeah, I think this was Radiant Red, some blues, some more of a cold blue and a warm blue, Radiant Blue and Radiant Cyan, Radiant Green. This looks a lot like their turquoise green. I have their turquoise green, and this looks like their turquoise green with a little bit of white in it. And also, I think they are all light fast. No, they're not. I thought they were all light fast. This has 2 stars. That's a bummer. So these are light fast. I thought they were all light fast. That's why I was very excited about this paint, but this isn't. And there's something I really don't understand about PV23. Because this is PV23 and this has maximum light fastness, so 7 to 8. This is also PV23, but it has 2 stars. Okay, let's move on to the other stuff. This is just an adhesive eraser. So this is actually this eraser for masking fluid. It looks very eatable. I'm very tempted to try to chew this. Anyways, then we have mediums. Let's move this a bit away. So one is the gloss gel medium. I don't like shiny because it's gloss. I don't like shiny stuff. Not shiny stuff, but I don't like shiny acrylics. The only reason why I bought this is I want to use it as an isolating coat before I varnish my paintings. And it's gel, but it seems to be a bit quite okay liquidy, and I anyway still have to thin this 50-50 with water. Next we have a modeling paste by Aquatech, and I think this was matte. On the description they said it was matte, so that's why I extra bought this one. Yes, matte modeling paste. I bought this because I saw a video on, ooh, that is beautiful. That's so nice. It's like some really heavy body. I saw a video on if you would like to make your paint look a bit more on the oil side. One way to do that was to use a modeling paste or a heavy body paste. And I already used kind of a bit of heavy body colors, so the Sennelier paints are actually a little bit on the heavy body side in my opinion. But I still wanted to get this just to try because it was not expensive, and also for the other paints that were more on the soft body side. It smells like something I have. Yes, it smells like my gesso. So this is my gesso. My gesso is from, can you see? My gesso is from Rosa Gallery. Rosa Studio actually, I'm sorry. I'm really used to saying Rosa Gallery from the watercolor line. Yes, it smells the exact same thing. It really smells the same. Did I just buy gesso? But in a heavy cream form? Maybe. Okay, so it is the next day. Well, for me at least the next day. But for you it's just a matter of seconds. So what we have left is this one, I think, which is a gesso, a matte gesso from Le Franc Bourgeois. And I still have some gesso left, but not that much. And I'm about to gesso a lot of surfaces. So that's why I bought myself something extra, so that I'm not stopped by the fact that I don't have enough gesso. It's a matte gesso, so I'm hoping that it is a little more absorbent. I find that matte stuff are a little more absorbent than shiny stuff, so we will see. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's art haul. Have a nice day or a nice evening wherever you are, and until next time, bye!